Hi, Kathy. I should say Kathy slash Birdie slash Master of Sin, I guess. Um, and hello to Frank slash Kevin and Andy and Mike. Um, and I'll go back. Just going to step back here. The Master of Sin. Your mother and I used to walk to school together, and I think when we were probably 7 or 8, something like that, she decided to add a T to the end of my name, so it became Felbert. Well, that for some reason upset me to the heights, and I decided to call her name was Masterson, so I decided to call her Master of Sin. So that goes back. Oh, that only goes back 70 years. Anyway, I decided to do just a short video. Um, it, because I could send flowers, I could send a card, that kind of thing. But I'm going to send just a short video, just kind of remembering your dad, uh, and what he kind of meant to me. And he meant a lot. I first met him in first day of high school. Was what it was, and he was this little 5 foot tall guy, and we pretty much instantly met and came together, and really were pretty much inseparable from then through the end of college, on a daily basis. And so we really, really, really were. He's one of those 3 or 4 people in my life that have meant so much to me. And I don't know if you probably know the story, but when he was a freshman, he had a basketball practice or something, and somebody noticed in the locker room that his side kind of caved in, and the result was that eventually found out he had scoliosis, and they put him in a Milwaukee, what they call a Milwaukee brace. You probably have seen pictures of it. One of those things that for when you're 14, 15 years old is pretty difficult, I think. And but he handled it unbelievably. And of course, we nicknamed him Iron Man back then. So everybody knew him as Iron Man all through high school, all through college. I think there's guys in our fraternity that may not even know his name. It was always Iron Man. In fact, I had a similar situation with a friend of mine called Buddha, big guy. They call him Buddha, and he used to kid and say his mom even called him Buddha. And at his engagement party, his father-in-law said, "Hey, Buddha, come on over here. I want you to meet a couple of friends of mine." So he starts to introduce them, and he said, "And this is my future son-in-law, Buddha. What the hell is your name?" So it was one of those things where the same thing with Jim. Everybody called him Iron Man, and then derisively sometimes we'd call him Iron Boy, but Iron Man. So in fact, I sent some information, about your dad's death to some fraternity brothers, and every one of them that got back to me referred to him as Iron Man. So I've known him since then. He meant everything to me. He's a great guy. He's kind of like your mom. Your mom is my oldest friend. I sat down one day and thought, yeah, Kathy's my oldest friend, and I've known her, I don't know, since we were 5, 6 years old. And in fact, she was a flower girl at my first communion. What a wonderful thing. And anyway, I've known her since then. And then my oldest friend marries my best friend. It's just a terrific story. And I think, from my view anyway, really a terrific relationship, the two of them. It really was a terrific thing, and it's a wonderful thing to have had. A lot of people go through life and don't have anything near what you've had, Kathy, or near what I've had as far as being a friend. So it really is. I don't know quite how to express it, but it was sure fun knowing him. And it's the kind of thing you don't forget. Even when you guys moved to Michigan, which is 50 years ago, there's still a connection. I don't care how you cut it, there's still a real serious connection in life. And it's a wonderful thing to have. So anyway, I just wanted to say hi to you guys and tell you, how much I feel for you, but I feel for you in like sort of two ways. It was it's a huge loss and it's a huge void in your life. But on the flip side, you've had something that other people sometimes don't have, and so you can feel fortunate, excuse me, for that. I'm going to leave you. I've got two things I want to read you, and then I'll leave you with that. One is a quote from Helen Keller. Ooh, I just had a low battery thing. I hope that didn't become a problem. But anyway, one of these is a quote from Helen Keller, and here it is. It's, "What we have once enjoyed, we can never lose. All that we love deeply becomes a part of us." And I think that's really true, isn't it? He's never going to leave you. He's never going to leave me. And it's a wonderful thing to have that. The other one is this. I sort of carry this in my wallet this was my former wife. We won't go into all the details, but when she died, and I think this fits too. It's, "I am home in heaven, dear ones, oh so happy and so bright. There is perfect joy and beauty in this everlasting light. All the pain and grief is over, every restless tossing past. I am now at peace forever, safely home in heaven at last." I'll leave you with that. Enjoy the day tomorrow with all friends and family, and I'll be thinking of you.